Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about bike security. Alright, there's no point in having a nice bike if you're just going to let it get ripped off. Alright, oh, this is my Honey Badger shirt. Honey Badger versus Cobra. Honey Badger don't care. Yeah, if you haven't seen the video on YouTube, check it out. Honey Badger versus Cobra. It's awesome. Anyway, the topic today is bike security. First thing I want to say is any lock is better than no lock at all. Most of the time when you hear of bikes getting stolen, they weren't locked. Bikes are stolen from people's front yards, people's backyards, front porch, a non-locked garage, all the damn time. If you park your bike in front of the school or the library or a store and you don't lock it, guess what? It's not going to be there when you get back. Use a lock. Any lock is better than nothing, all right? Think about it. If you're up to no good, looking for an easy score, why not grab a bike that's not locked? Really? I mean, the chances you're going to get caught are very slim, and your effort is nothing. You just hop on it right away, all right? So, yeah. Not that I'm saying you should steal a bike. I'm just saying think like a criminal, all right? Any lock is better than no lock at all. Okay, I don't have a huge selection of locks. I wish I did, because this would be a better video, I think. But I'm going to start with my least expensive lock, and the lock I don't even use anymore because I know how vulnerable it is. This is a master lock. It was about 10 bucks about 20 years ago. It's a steel cable. It's about 6 feet long. This part here goes into the side here. Alright. It is very secure. The key to this is a double-sided key. So, very hard to pick unless you know what you're doing and you have the right tool. But you can cut through this cable with wire cutters, just medium-sized wire cutters. Eventually you'll get through the cable, alright? I'm not going to do it because, if I might give this away someday if somebody needs a lock and they can't afford one or whatever. Yeah. So I just keep it around. It is better than nothing, alright? But, yeah, it's not great. And also the little dial ones with the skinny little chain, also better than nothing, but easy to defeat, alright? So, anyway, yeah, a cheap lock is better than no lock. But, if you gotta use something like this, if you gotta use a cheap lock, save your money and buy a better lock, alright? I'm just saying. I don't want your bike to walk off without you, alright? Okay. Here's something that's quite a bit better. Still not foolproof, but this is a kryptonite cable. It's a 1/2-inch braided steel cable inside a plastic core. This is 6 feet long. Also uses like a car key to open it. Same type of mechanism, really. This goes into the side. Boom. Alright. This is a serious cable. I paid about 30 bucks for this at Home Depot. Made by Kryptonite, one of the leaders in bike locks. Yeah, it's not super high security. Again, it's just a cable. It is braided, so braided cables are better than twisted cables, and you can see it. All right. So, again, with a medium-sized pair of wire cutters, you will eventually get through this. Also, you can cut it with a hacksaw. Bigger wire cutters will make it a lot quicker. All right. But somebody's going to have to work at this 1/2-inch steel cable to get through it. All right. But if this is on your bike and it's parked next to a bike with a cheaper lock or no lock at all, your bike is probably safe. All right? I'm just saying. Think like a criminal. All right? Very good choice. $30 at Home Depot. Yeah. I don't actually have any chain locks. Walmart has one I've thought about getting. I believe it's a Kryptonite, or it might be a Master brand, with a sleeve around the chain so it doesn't scratch your bike. It's $13. Again, it's a cheap lock, but it's better than nothing. But I know how easy it is to cut those with a small pair of bolt cutters, like a 12-inch pair of bolt cutters. It's easy to cut a small chain. There are chains. Kryptonite makes a chain that you cannot cut with bolt cutters or a hacksaw, but the links are huge. It is a massive, heavy chain. And most people don't want to carry that on their bike. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get to what I normally use. I don't normally use these locks. Alright, this one is just too cheap, and this one is good, but you'll see why it's not as versatile as the other one I use. I normally use 2 locks on my bike. 2 different locks, alright? So, if you have tools to defeat a cable, you might not have the tools to defeat a badass U-lock, and vice versa, alright? Makes it twice as hard, twice as tough a target, and most thieves are going to pass it by, alright? This is a 3/8 inch braided steel cable. This is a Master Lock brand, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's, again, you can cut it, you'll be able to cut through it with wire cutters eventually, if that's what you want to do. This thing is just one of those quick key releases, and this is how I fasten this thing to my bike. Alright? It's just zip tied on there. That's all that does. It just holds it on the bike. Alright? I used a piece of paracord for a while, but I got tired of tying it and untying it. Anyway, with this, I use this massive Master Lock that I found in the street years ago with a key. How do you like that? This is a badass hardened steel Master Lock. Cannot cut it with bolt cutters. Cannot cut it with a regular hacksaw blade. Yeah. So it looks intimidating, right? If you know locks, and it's got a kind of a protected keyway, yeah. If you know locks, you know easiest way around this is to cut the cable, alright? Okay, so that's going to take, I don't know, a couple minutes, alright? But I also have this. Usually I put this through the frame and the back wheel and lock it to the bike rack or a post. And then I wrap this through both wheels and the frame and also lock it to the bike rack. Alright? Or a tree or whatever. Oh, forgot to tell you the reason I like this cable over the other one. Because it's versatile. You can put one loop through the other and fasten it to whatever and still have plenty of cable to go all the way around your bike or whatever. Or you can put this around a post, and this piece is still long enough to go through both wheels and the frame. Yeah, very, very versatile. Alright? And it's going to deter most bike thieves. Alright? This sucker, New York Kryptonite bike lock. This weighs like 6 pounds, I think. 5 or 6 pounds. It is heavy. Heavy. Cannot cut it with a hacksaw. Cannot cut it with bolt cutters. And because of the weird keys and locks, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a very strange key. I don't think you can pick it. I don't think this lock can be picked. Alright. Yeah. It's heavy. It is a serious lock. Both parts go in there, and it locks on both sides. Yeah. Anyway. It doesn't. They don't go in and out when you turn the key, but it locks. Trust me, it locks. Alright, so, yeah. This thing is like 3 layers of steel. This is heavy. Boom. Kubotan. Boom. And this thing, when it's assembled, I don't know, it would be a little awkward to swing and very heavy. Hard to recover if you miss, alright? But that is a serious bike lock. Serious bike lock. This was $65 and worth every penny, alright? Yeah, if you're the type of person who needs to take off the front wheel and put it next to the back wheel and lock both wheels and the frame to a post, this probably isn't long enough to do it, but they do make a longer one for a few dollars more. Yeah, but it's going to be a little heavier. Anyway, this sucker is heavy. But between these two, I don't think anybody's going to steal my $200 bike. All right. Yeah. So $100 worth of locks versus a $200 bike. I think that's pretty good insurance. Yeah. I just want to repeat, any lock is better than no lock at all. Lock your bike. Even if it's at home, even if it's on your front porch, even if it's in your garage, lock your bike. Alright? Yeah. And my bikes are kept in the house. And if I'm gone for any period of time, I lock them in the house. So nobody is going to break into the house, steal my stuff, hop on my bike, and ride away. Ain't gonna happen. Alright, that's it. I sort of rambled a bit, but you get the point, right? Lock your bike, man. Alright, have a great day. Peace out.